Hey you, what's going on? Welcome back to another episode of Cloud City TV, as I'm now calling this series. It's pretty much just me in my home studio, writing music and bringing you guys along for the ride, showing you the ins and outs. If you don't already know me, my name is Matthew James. I'm a producer and a DJ. I write songs mostly for the club or for TV, as we are going to do today. I was working on this track. I was like, I might as well record it. And I think a lot of these videos actually going forward are probably going to be that. They're not meant to be tutorials, so let me get that in the air. Even if it, someone will say tutorial, you will learn things. I'm not putting together tutorials per se, but you will learn things along the way. My goal here is not to make a video to teach you something, though. It's kind of more to just entertain, giving a look into producing as a hobby, really. I feel like nowadays, a lot of them are just like, like my aspirations are to be like a, world-renowned DJ, or, I want to be a super famous producer. I have a regular day job, and I do this more or less whenever I'm not there or hanging out with my beautiful girlfriend. Love you, Kim. And that's what it is. I think it'll be interesting. I think people will find some of this interesting. I hope people will find it interesting to kind of see how all this is done without that social media veneer that you typically will see. It's going to be a lot more unedited, I guess you can say. It's going to be just me writing stuff, trying shit out, showing you guys the process and kind of how it all comes together, and I think it'll be interesting. But anyway, today we are working on a TV track. For those of you who aren't familiar with how that works, because I know it was a whole new thing to me, it's a little different than when I write for a club or for anything else, really. TV kind of has its own format that it follows that you'll kind of pick up as I'm doing this. For one, the songs are pretty short in total. This one, which is this one here, I'll play a little bit of it. I'm using it as a reference track. This is one that was placed on, I think this was on the Bravo TV show Summer House. If you're not familiar with it, Google it. It's pretty funny. Alright, and then pretty much it gets a little bit bigger here. As you can see, it says bigger. That's just a note for myself. I think I added some ride cymbals. So that's pretty much a TV track. And then what the production companies will do is they'll just take certain parts of it. So I think I don't remember, for this one I might have used the whole, not the whole length, but like the whole thing is in all of the elements. Other times what they'll do is they'll use maybe just the drums, or maybe they'll just use the melody part, like the instrumentation, and not the drums. So when I send these off to my good friend Kevin Rockhill, shout out to Kevin, he's the reason I'm actually getting any of this stuff on TV. I'll send them off to him, and then it's usually 4 or 5 different edits of the song, like drums only, music only, the whole thing, and then they want like a 5-second edit, a 30-second edit. It's a little bit different than when you write just for like, a club or a label. The ends have difference, like they have a little bop at the end, so you'll notice at the end of this, it goes into the next bar. If I pull this out, go to the end of the song. Think of like when a scene's changing. That's what these songs, at least the ones I'm writing, that's what they're used for. They're in between the scenes, ending one scene, going into like another one, or to like a commercial break or whatever. So anyway, that's the reference. That's one that just got placed, I think, last year. So I used it as a reference because obviously if that one worked, just repeat the process with different sounds. I actually did make a video writing this. That's what this is here. So let me mute this track. So now this is a new one that I wrote. I think I wrote this last week, and I did make a video. I didn't do it right, so the video didn't come out. But anyway, this is like a new one. It's finished except it needs mixed. So tonight, you guys with me, I'm gonna show you, or I'm gonna do this, and you're gonna watch if you're interested, or if you're not, you're gonna turn this off. But we're gonna work on the chords. So gonna beef them up a little bit. We're gonna work on this. I think this is the bass line. Yeah. So we're gonna work on all of this, just kind of make it bigger than what it is, I guess you can say. This is more or less the skeleton of it. The arrangement's done, but we still got to add a lot of drums as far as like snare rolls and elements to just kind of make the transitions a little smoother. So that's what we're gonna work on tonight. I think I'm gonna start with this just because I don't know why. I just really want to start with the chords. It's kind of what I'm in the mood for. So the first thing we actually have to do is take this and turn it into like where I can actually play it. Humanize it is what we call it. So basically this one bar that you're seeing here, so this one bar is actually playing 3 different notes right now. It's playing a chord, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna double this track, duplicate this track, double this track, right? And now we're just take this one bar, or all these bars here, and down here it's going to show all 3 notes that are being played in that. And you'll see what I mean in a second, because I'm sure all of that sounds rather foreign. Let's delete that. Actually, we need this. Gotta remember how to do this. So I always forget how to do this. Let's see. Okay, I got it. So, like I said, we're going to take this one bar here that's playing 3 different notes right now, and we're just going to record it down here so I could see all 3 notes separately instead of one. So, here we go. So I only need this, it repeats itself, so I only need that first. So I'll consolidate that. Alright, now mute that one. Take this off. Here we go, same thing, right? So now this one's playing right now, right here. And now here's the original one. Same thing. There we go. So now we can delete this. We don't need this one anymore. And now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make this sound cooler. And I like that sound, so I'm probably not going to change the sound too much. But we're going to make this, we're going to make this sound like a human actually played it on a keyboard. So like when someone plays piano, they're not hitting all these notes at the same time. Like obviously the notes are going to be hit at different times. So to make this sound not so stiff, pause, we're going to make it so it sounds like the notes are hitting at very little different times, which you don't really notice, but your ear notices, if that makes sense. You'll see what I mean. Alright, so that should be all of them. See what this sounds like if I change the chord up a little bit, make it vary it out. So we're gonna probably move the middle note. See what the middle note sounds like if we move it. Nope, that sounds like shit. Let's go down. I think I like it just the regular way. Let's see what it sounds like here, though. Yeah, the original placement sounds the best, so we're just gonna stick with that. Okay, so what do we got on here? Actually, we gotta add some effects and stuff in here. So for the TV tracks, I also don't always use, I use different sound packs. I use like more poppy sound packs typically. They sound a little bit different, sound a little poppier, obviously. What's his face is really good for these. You guys aren't gonna know who it is anyway. Some of you will. This guy Cashmere, who actually, if you're not familiar, if you guys remember the song Like a G6, Cashmere made it, and he makes these sample packs, and they're great for this kind of stuff. Not that one, no. I mean risers. Similar to that would work, maybe. We need shorter ones than that. Them shits are mad long. Nope. See, like that one's way too clubby for TV. Ain't gonna work. Not even close. What else we got? Nope. God damn. Fuck. Do I still have splice? Let's try splice. Oh man. I don't know if I remember even how to sign in. Me and my boys share this. Alright, so okay, so I'm gonna end up cutting a lot of that out. So what you guys aren't seeing probably is probably a solid 15 or 20 minutes of me going through every shitty riser sound that I have. This one works, which you guys might have seen. I think I actually kept that one in the video before I cut out all the rest of the trying. And then this one, which is tried and true. It's a Mark Knight 2-room sound pack, reverse cymbal. I think I've used this exact sample I think I've used that exact sample in every single song I've written since I got that, whatever pack that's out of. It just, I don't know, it's clean, and it just seems to find a spot in every single one of my songs where it works. And this one, I think it works, so we're going to keep it here for now. Maybe I'll change it out later. Who knows? Tired of listening to fucking risers, so we're going to move on to actually another section for a riser, but this one might be a little bit easier. The short ones are kind of harder. I can use another cymbal there, actually. Or crash, like a chill crash. Nope. That's not very chill. That's pretty chill. I'm gonna have to pitch this. B flat minor, A flat minor, pitch it up 1. I think it's 2. One now. 2. Go with that one. Now back to the riser. What did I say what key we were in before? What's our bass line in? You always go back to the bass line. That's usually how I tell what key I'm in. Actually, not for this one. Bass line will tell us. So we are in G. G major. Okay. Actually, let me see what I use in the reference track. So I just used it's actually just a snare. It's not even a riser. They don't really want the risers, I forgot, in TV stuff. Not those real big ones, at least. I can make a snare roll. Fuck with that for a minute. I got a call at like 9:32. I gotta make that. I don't know how I'm gonna make that. I got it. Here we go. Too loud, but maybe. We gotta make it tighter. I don't like how it sounds too, like, I don't know, it's too big. That one I kind of like, actually. 124, 120. I think I'm going to change it a little, though. like that. That'll work. So this is interesting to me, at least. I think you guys might find it interesting. So if I was writing this like for like the club or like the DJs or whatever, right? Like my regular stuff that I put on SoundCloud, I would cut out the snare here. Let me see actually if I did that in this. Hold on, before I make myself sound dumb. Okay, now, all right. So what I was gonna say is, if I was writing this for just like the regular stuff I do, I would cut the snare out where everything else cuts out, right here, right. So here's the snare, and now like right here it goes to the drop. If this is like a regular stuff I was doing, I would cut it out here, so it'd be like this, and it gives that like some more tension here. It's like just, I don't know, it sounds a lot cooler. But for TV, because this is going to be like a scene thing, right? Remember, I was going for a scene. This kind of thing doesn't make so much sense, because if it's, the roll makes it just, I don't know, it just sounds better for TV, I think. I'll probably send both actually, because I like it. But I think this serves purpose more for like a background beat. It doesn't, no one's really paying attention to it. That's not the point of it. Like, the point of this song is not to be heard, almost. Like, to be heard but not being heard. It's almost like if you've ever been at a cocktail hour at a wedding, you don't really notice the music unless there's no music. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, next time you go to a wedding and you're at the cocktail hour, think about the music that's playing. You don't usually notice it, but then try and picture it without the music. And I've been to cocktail hours that had no music, and it's weird. It's strange. And it's only when you're at one that doesn't have music that you realize that the music is there, and the ones that do have music. So same thing with TV. Like, if you didn't have the music behind the scene changes, it would sound weird. But the music that you do have there, you don't really want to hear as the viewer. You want to see the show. These songs are really just to kind of add to the vibe or the feeling of the TV track, right? I mean, of the TV show. So little details like that in something that's going to be in the background don't matter as much, and almost hinder the chances of the song being picked, would be my opinion. Rockhill might watch this and be like, everything you said was totally wrong. But that's my opinion, that's my take, so that's why I'm going to leave that like that here. And it works. We have a little more work to do to make it sound cleaner. Like, we're going to put a filter on this. We can just do that right now, I guess. It doesn't sound the same when I try and do it here. It's just not working. I have this thing in my head with these and I just can't get it. It sounds different in my head than it's coming out on here, which I guess is always the case with writing music, right? Try this tried and true trick. Alright, so now we got this snare roll. The snare roll works, right? So I really just want to figure out what to do with these claps. I took the hats out. I'm trying to not have the hats in. So I'm trying to figure out if I want to like do these claps just like I did this one. That's what I had to do. Alright, I think I figured it out. Let's try this. Yeah, I got it. Alright. Extend them bitches out. Extend them out. And let's see. Maybe add 2 at the beginning. It's gonna be wild to edit this video. and big. Get my risers. See, it all comes together, and at the end, you're left with something you're usually satisfied with. That is going to be most of it. We actually didn't do what I said we were going to do in the beginning. We ended up getting stuck on all that. We didn't get to this. We can mess around with this, I guess, for a minute. So that's actually this guy. don't know why I can't pull up. I'm trying to pull up the plugin. Make it super fat. I might automate this cutoff. Like at the break maybe. Now we're just gonna mess around. Alright, so real quick before I end the video, because I said I was gonna mess around with these chords a little bit, let's see if we could change a little bit of how they sound, make them sound maybe a little bit cooler. I'm not gonna mess with the sound actually inside the synth because I gotta figure some stuff out with that. So we're just gonna go right to we're gonna start with the captator, even though I don't really actually we're not gonna start with the captator. I'm gonna put on easily one of my favorite plugins. It's this guy. I use this on like all my leads. Nope, not this one. Same company, wrong plugin. It is this one. My license better still be good. Yeah. I use this on so much stuff. I think I've used this on every song I've written too. I love this plugin. So let's see. The Wurlitzer and the Kraftwerk are the ones I usually go to. It makes that sound so warm. So like here it is without it. All tinny and kind of cheesy. So warm. So warm. We could brighten it up a little bit though. Cool. Alright, so I'm gonna stop there for tonight. I gotta get ready for this phone call I got in a little bit. A new Star Wars movie is starring, so you know I gotta watch a little bit of that. And I got to take a little bit of a break. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you stuck around and watched this one, I know this is a long one. We will finish this one. You guys are going to always hear the end results of all these songs that we work on here in the studio. So drop a comment. Let me know what you liked, what you didn't like, or I could improve on. If you have any ideas, drop them down there, man. Thank you again, guys, so much for tuning in. Don't forget to follow me across all socials, which is now at Matthew James Made It. Matthew James Made It, all socials except Twitter. Fuck Twitter. That's all I got. I'm gonna try and stop cursing as much too. at Matthew James Made It. Don't forget to subscribe. Once again, thank you guys so much. Have an awesome day. An awesome, awesome weekend. If this is a Friday, love y'all. Peace. Have a good one.